Okay, so now we're going to prep the blooming onion. Here I have one medium onion that's already been washed and peeled, and I'm going to show you how to cut it. Here I have the dry ingredients, and this is 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of oregano, 1 teaspoon of cumin, 1 teaspoon of red pepper, 1 teaspoon of ground thyme, and 1 teaspoon of black pepper. What else? 2 tablespoons of paprika. And now we're going to just whisk it together. And here we have 2 eggs beaten, 1 cup of milk, and then half cup of water. Now we're going to cut the onion. And what you're going to do is basically cut off the end that's not the stemmy end, so that when it's split open, I'll split open this way. And then we're going to put that side down and cut 4 equal cuts, but don't cut all the way into here because you want this to connect the whole thing. So we're going to make the first cut roughly 1 inch from the stem, and you're going to cut all the way down to the board like this, and then make another cut. Try to be as even as possible. Just be careful using a knife. If you're not an adult, please ask an adult to help you with this. Don't try this yourself. Okay, so we have 4 equal cuts. Now we're going to make more cuts in between, and the more cuts you can fit in, obviously the better, the bigger the flower will bloom, but just try to see what you can do. I would at least make 2 more smaller cuts in between the 4 wedges. I'll see you guys when this is done. So I just finished cutting it. I made roughly 4 more cuts in between each section, and you're just going to very carefully, if some of them break off, it's totally not a big deal, but you're just going to do your best to peel this open. Start with the outer layers and go in more. You want everything to be peeled open because you want the seasoning to go inside. So I peeled this off open as much as I can, and now we're going to put it in a plate, and you're going to take your dry ingredients and sprinkle it on top. Try to coat everything. And I'm just going to shake it. And you're going to turn it over. Kind of shake off the excess, which you'll have a lot of, and it's okay. And then I'm going to place it in this bowl and then pour the rest on top of it. Just to coat it one more time. You're going to shake it some more to get everything coated. Now you're going to dump it out again over a plate. It's okay if it has a lot of fallout. And then you're going to take it with the stem facing up and submerge it in your wet mixture. I'm using a flathead spoon, and you're just going to dip this in here. And to make sure that it's fully submerged, I'm just going to put that in. Hopefully it doesn't overflow. This looks like pretty close. Make sure that it's all covered. And then I'm going to scoop it back up. And then I'm going to put it back into that bowl that we used earlier. Yeah, it's going to get messy. Don't worry about it. And flour it again. Just pour that on top. Try to be as even as you can with the distribution. And try to coat everything. Okay guys, so everything is done, all the prep work is good, and we're going to deep fry it, which is the fun part. There's the karaoke, the avocado fries, and then the blooming onion. I'm going to do these 2 first because they don't have seasoning on it, and I don't want to contaminate the oil, and then I'll do this last. So lastly, we're going to do the blooming onion, and you want to deep fry it with the flour part down, and we're just going to submerge it, and you're going to let it go. Let that deep fry in there. That's going to have to deep fry for a while, so we'll just let that sit. So right now the onion's been cooking here roughly 4 minutes, 3 with the flour side down, and I just flipped it. So now the petals are up. Cook it like this for 3 more minutes, and then it's going to come out of the frying pan. Okay, so the onion's just about done. I've actually already unplugged it. So now we're going to basically plate the onion. You just want to go in on the side and like wiggle it so that your spoon is underneath. Pick that up. You see that it's kind of bloomed out. Put it in something that's lined with paper towel. just want to wiggle it so you can get the spoon out. And once again, sprinkle a little bit of salt. If you have garlic salt, use that. We're just going to use regular salt and a little bit of garlic powder. And yeah, that's ready. There is actually a dip that you can make. It's pretty complicated, so we're not doing that today. And there you go. So you have your blooming onion, your karaoke, and your avocado fries, and I'm going to try some of this. See you guys in my next video. Bye!